In this bulletin, industry leaders gather in Europe and in Brazil. Printer sales boom in the Philippines, but the Indian market slumps.
From across the planet, Recycling Times keeps you in touch with the latest computer printing news.
Hello, I'm David Gibbons and here is the news. Samsung has now captured 22% of the laser market in Europe, placing it second behind HP. So says Infotrends, who shared up-to-date market information with more than 110 delegates attending the Focus on Europe conference in Vienna, Austria. The benefits of quality remanufactured cartridges over clone cartridges were applauded, and the latest news in the setting of standards and how remanufacturers can avoid fines and imprisonment were also presented. And crowds have also turned out to the third largest printer cartridge trade show in the world, including the Chinese. In fact, 40 of the 110 exhibits at this year's Reciclamais show in Sao Paulo, Brazil, were Chinese companies. Most of the visitors at Reciclamais were looking for inkjet cartridge solutions. Printer sales may be sluggish in the biggest world markets, but they are booming in other places. According to the International Data Corporation, there has been a 34.5% growth in the number of printers sold in the Philippines. They say 233,400 single and multifunction printers were shipped in the first quarter of this year. Only 174,000 were sold at the same time last year. But what has caught many by surprise is that 80% of them are inkjet printers. 13% were laser and 7% were dot matrix printers. The total market hit an all-time high of $48.2 million in sales during the first quarter. However, in India, there has been a 14% decrease in the total number of printers sold there. All OEMs have been targeting small to medium business in India with the expectation sales would continue to boom there. Research group Gartner claimed the A4 page multifunction printer segment actually grew 18% in the first quarter compared with the same period last year. HP grew to 55% of the market, with Samsung claiming the number 2 position. Canon slipped backwards to 12.5% of the total market. But the overall printer and copier market saw only 690,000 units sold, an 8.9% decline. Epson is so sure of its future with inkjet technology, it has invested 16 billion yen, or $160 million on 2 new production lines in Japan. The lines will manufacture Epson's next generation of printheads, the most important part of an inkjet printer. By fully automating the assembly line process, Epson will achieve dramatic improvements in productivity and quality. Epson's new printhead is based on its well-known micro-piezo technology, but will be more compact with greater precision and improved cost performance. And in brief, cartridge components maker and supplier Static Control has just opened a 150 square metre training centre in New Delhi, India. It features a full range of diagnostic and measuring equipment, tools, printers and audiovisual training aids. American companies who have eco-paper policies in place are said to be welcoming a new resource to help them meet sustainability goals. The 2013 Green Print Leadership Report lists those engaged in procurement policies, forest conservation and voluntary sustainability reporting. Analysis by Frost Sullivan finds the e-waste market in Asia Pacific was worth $1.85 billion in 2012 and could reach $4 billion in 2017. Governments in Asia Pacific are revising their laws to improve e-waste recycling after seeing European markets grow following strict implementation of legislation there. And a fake cartridge bust has been made in Malaysia. 3,252 counterfeit HP, Brother, Samsung and Canon cartridges were seized as part of a crackdown by the Malaysian government on the trading of counterfeit printer cartridges. And industry guru Steve Whedon says he has never been more excited about the printer cartridge industry's future. And you can read more about that in this month's New Look, News and Views Recycling Times magazine with Uninet's Nestor Separiti on the front cover. Well, those were the biggest stories in printer and consumable news stories this week. See you again next week. I'm David Gibbons.